What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I know the markets don't look too well, and we've been talking about this the last couple weeks. So I titled this video Pepe 2.0 Slow Rug. If you're a holder of Pepe 2.0, go ahead and smash that like button, comment down below, and most importantly, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Currently right now, we are listening to Tillery's beats, so let me know what you guys think. We're going to go ahead and give it a couple more minutes. Hopefully lighting's good. I'm trying to work on that right now. Let's go ahead and hopefully that works. Looks a little bit better in autofocuses. But yeah, new camera. Studio's coming along as well, so we will be improving as time goes on. But let me go ahead and check if we are live, and we're going to listen to some beats, right? What is going on, everyone? It looks like we are officially live. Go ahead and smash that like button. Crazy news going on right now in the crypto market. I did actually do a live stream with some special guests 3 days ago, so go ahead and check that out. I was making a video with Dr. Bullseye, a new upcoming YouTuber, and then Andy from Bitcoin Senses. He has about 80,000 subs, so you know, a lot of interviews will be coming along in the next coming days, coming weeks. But it's Pepe 2.0 dead, right? So I'm sure a lot of people probably are wondering what is going on. Thank you so for the coffee. Everybody's wondering around what is going on with the overall market. Luckily, I was able to stream yesterday, so I had a good time yesterday with all of you. And like I mentioned, I always encourage everybody to go ahead and comment down below to go ahead and answer any questions or concerns. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall crypto market right now. Overly, I've been bearish these last couple weeks. Bitcoin right now hovering around 29,110. If the music is a little too loud, go ahead and let me know. I think the music is over. But yeah, shout out to Tillery. He's a huge supporter, always watches the content. He actually sent over some beats, so we will go ahead and work on adding some background music to all future videos and possibly some streams, right, as well. I just don't want it where it's too loud, but I'm sure there's probably more noises in the background that you hear than the music, right? So if you guys enjoyed that, go ahead and smash the like button. But looking at overall right now, Ethereum looking decently. Looks like we had a little rebound in the crypto market. Nothing crazy, nothing major. It has been a bloody weekend, and I would say even start of the week. Great way to start it, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at TradingView and see how the market overall is doing. Looking at the US dollar, it does look like we could be seeing a bounce back to the 102.60 area, but looking overall at the market, it looks like the stock market is slowly doing decently, and gold and silver taking a hit. Some of the forex markets like the US dollar, the British pound, and all that are doing decently today on a small gain. Overall, nothing major, nothing crazy that I would say that we are extremely in a bullish market. You know, I've been quite bearish these last couple weeks, couple months. And a lot of you have been very disappointed about the content that I post. Clickbait, you know, I'm a fudder. Stop fudding PEPE 2.0. Stop fudding all these projects. You know, and a lot of people don't like to hear what I have to say, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, it is my channel. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. If you don't enjoy the content that I post, you know, I'm always willing to go ahead and get some criticism and, you know, work around that, and I'm open to that. But you know, if you don't enjoy the content that I'm pushing out as far as what I believe is my point of view, and so far as it has been working and it's been hitting those areas, then I would just go ahead and encourage everybody to go ahead and check out another channel that's always going to go ahead and keep you pumped up of this market, even though there's bearish signs everywhere, and it is not looking bullish. You know, I'm not here to go ahead and cheer you on the bad days and say everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay, but there's obviously signs in the markets, and when there's bearish signs in the markets, I'm not going to go ahead and tell everybody to buy this token and then dump on my community, right? Because first of all, the tokens that we do go ahead and talk about have solely just been me looking for these projects, or all of you commenting down below and shilling the other project. And some of them we jump in, some of them we don't. Some of them are winners, most of them are not. Either way, what I'm trying to say, I don't know what that noise was. Either way, what I'm trying to say, thank you, Moon Joker. What's up, bro? Big supporter as well. You know, we all know the risk, and that's what I like a lot about my daily viewers that do watch. They understand the risk. They know what we're getting into, and they do not panic with what the market is doing. You know, is there money to be made? Yes, there's a lot of money to be made. But looking at how the market is currently trending, I would also say there's a lot of money to be lost. And so far right now, I am not buying any meme coins as of right now, because I am overly leveraged personally on meme coins. 99% of my portfolio is meme coins, and if the market does take off, I'm gonna make a decent amount of money. I'm looking for XCOM, bro. Is it this one? It's too many X's, man. I'm gonna make a decent amount of money that's gonna make up for all the losses, but at the time being, I am just not feeling comfortable with how the market's been looking. I don't feel comfortable risking the amount that I've risked in the last month and a half. It does not look good. The market was great last couple weeks ago, and the market is just doing its thing. It's not going up, and it is going down, right? And that's because there's a lot of indecision in the market. So right now, for me personally, I am not going to be swing trading any of these meme coins anymore. I might catch a few dips on some of these tokens, but so far right now, I'm staying away. I'm not buying any dips, and the reason why is because I believe that a lot of these tokens are going to dump a lot more. I've been mentioning this the last 2 weeks. I told everybody, expect an additional 60 to 80% drop on a lot of these memes. A lot of these will not be around in the next coming weeks, in the next coming months, due to the fear of the market. Keep in mind, a lot of the people that are invested into these meme coins are probably not the best traders, don't know how to do TA, don't have the time, or are not willing to educate themselves and put in the time to go ahead and see what's going on. So with that being said, a lot of them panic based on, you know, FUD, you know, what they see in the chart. If they see an 80% dump, they're like, snap, my $1,000 is now worth $100. Let me go ahead and take out the $100, at least so I can have something out. And there's nothing wrong with it, but like, for example, I got into Chainlink 2.0, right? I was up decently. It wasn't nothing major. It was about a 2x or a 1.5x, and we dumped, bro. We dumped, and we're currently down 92%. Luckily, I only put in about $75. Why? Because I was not feeling comfortable in the market. What was I able to go ahead and put in $300, $500, $1,000, $2,000? Yes, but I chose not to due to the fact of how the market was heading. I said, if I put in $75 here with the 30x, it's going to be a decent return. It's not going to be life-changing money, but off of $75, I could either make a couple $100 or I could make a couple grand. Unfortunately, I was up about a 1x, so my $75 turned into like 150 around there. And yeah, and it dumped 90%. Am I freaking out because I lost $75? No, it could have also gone up. but because I wasn't overly leveraged, I understood the risk to the reward. So I was willing to lose $75 to make a couple grand or a couple $100. Same goes with a lot of these projects, right? Am I still bearish on Pepe 2.0? Well, with Pepe 2.0, and I'm going to go ahead and read over the comments right now. It looks bearish, bro. It looks bearish. We've all been talking about this. I think it was Moon Joker, or it was probably Tillery. We said that around here, around this area, Pepe 2.0 could gain an additional 0 back. And so far, we're playing that out. We're playing that out so far, you know. Does it suck? Yes, it sucks. Luckily, I am not overly leveraged on Pepe 2.0, so even if my bag goes to 0, it's okay. I'll just move on to the next project. That's part of life. That's the part of crypto, right? You make some money, you lose some money, and probably 90% of the time you're going to lose money on meme coins, because usually when, you know, the other influencers are shilling it, that's because they're selling their bags to you, you know. And that's the reason why I'm willing to go ahead and take on the risk of buying these such high risky projects, because I could at least say that if we're getting in around 100 to 50,000 market cap and it does take off, you and I are going to be making money, right? It's going to suck for the people that are getting in at the top. Luckily, I don't think a lot of us got in at the top with a lot of these projects. We probably got in the middle. I know Moon Joker's been making money. I know I have another of you other subscribers. I believe Chris has been killing it with the mining tokens. You know, I might be jumping into that next. You know, the meme coin season might not be here in the next, you know, until the next couple weeks, in a couple months. You know, Bitcoin overall is not looking good, but there is money to be made. My subscribers are making money, whether it's meme coins, whether it's mining, whether it's swing trading. I know Moon Joker swing trades a lot of these tokens, so he makes more money than he loses money, right? Me personally, I kind of do like a longer term swing trade on a lot of these meme coins, and I probably hold on to them a little bit longer than I should, you know. So I might have to go ahead and just, you know, do a little bit more scalping in my trading, where, you know, I buy in at 100. Let's say I put in $100, it turns into 160, and then just sell that and make $60 profit. You know, that might be the move, you know. But with that, I would definitely need to go ahead and start working more on the Telegram bots to go ahead and be able to do that, because it's very, very volatile. But anyways, let's go ahead and read the questions, see what is going on. Steven, hola, smash them likes. I appreciate you, Steven. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see what Moon Joker says. XCOM and Bold 2, yup. Buying opportunities, not financial advice. I agree. XCOM could do 100 million market cap, overtaking the normal X. Hoppy death path already. Pepe 2.0 at this stage. Yeah, I agree. You know, it's Hoppy might be dead now, honestly. And all of you know how bullish I've been on Hoppy. Super bullish. But currently right now, the levels that we're at, I don't know. I think it might just be dead, man. I think we're just going to have to take an L on this project. Luckily, they did actually lock their liquidity for 8 months, and so did X. So that could be a good sign. That could be a bad sign. But honestly, if I will be buying these dips anytime soon, I am only going to put in maybe like 100 or 50 bucks, man. Honestly, at this point, because this is burning money. At this point, it's burning money. Like when you get dumps like this, it's not so much that these dumps panic me. They don't panic me. What really does worry me, and I'm going to be honest, is that when you have these 80 to 90% dumps in these tokens, usually the community dies by them, because they're extremely bearish and they just move on, you know. And if the team's not doing anything to bring in new clients, new customers, new traders, they're just not going to go ahead and see any value on this project. Did Hoppy have a good story? Yes. Good narrative, good everything. But we don't know. Maybe they were selling team tokens, bro, because there was just so much pumping and dumping going on. And I believe they're only in a few exchanges. Like, they really weren't in, I think they were probably in what, like 2 exchanges? And that's the thing with a lot of these tokens. Like, a lot of people are bullish when these tokens go live on these exchanges, but honestly, I think it's a terrible thing to be in these exchanges, low key. Like, I'm starting to think now, because like usually when you get listed on these exchanges, they pump, right? 10, 20, 30x. As soon as they go live on the exchange, You know how they have that withdrawal period where they're like, oh, now you could go ahead and deposit it. Let's say, for example, Hoppy. Trading goes live in, 2 days and 3 hours. Where usually, sometimes it pumps because it's a buy the rumor, sell the news. So it pumps because it's getting listed on this big exchange. And then once it goes live on trading, it usually dumps 80 to 90%. And that's because I've been saying, in my opinion, what I think they do is that they go ahead and short the top and they buy the bottoms. And it's a lot easier, for example, like you and I could be trading, moving the market if we're trading on exchanges using leverage, for example, like MEXC, L Bank, or whatever the case is. Use my link down below, by the way, if you are leverage trading. I did place actually a few trades. Got stopped out on my Bitcoin position, like lost only like $5, which is not bad. And was shorting Pepe 2.0, but it's too volatile. It looks like bots were trading it, so I just kind of stayed away, honestly. Like, it's just like very repetitive, and you're gonna go ahead and see the moves that Pepe 2.0 does. Like, there's a lot of like bot trading action going in, and yeah, like there's just really no real momentum and volume. It's a lot of bot trading back and forth, which is causing the Pepe 2.0 to slightly pump and then slightly dump. But anyways, I even forgot what I was saying. Honestly, I forgot what I was saying. But oh yeah, exchanges. So with exchanges, like, let's say you and I put in $10,000, right? Now we're using a leverage trade of, let's say, 200. I don't know exactly how much that would be. I think that's probably a little bit over. I'm assuming, but let's go ahead and do. Let's say that we both have, let's say, 5,000, because that's very feasible for a lot of people to have. Let's say you have $5,000, right? You're leverage trading up to 200x, which is, we all know that's not probably going to be the case. But now you have the opportunity to go ahead and leverage with what is that, like $1 million? 3, 6, yeah, that's about $1 million if I'm not mistaken. So you get the point. Let's say now you're doing it with 10 grand, right? You have 10 grand, leverage trade 200x, which I know a lot of people probably won't be doing that. And that's about 2 million. I don't know why I had to do that one. It's kind of obvious, right? Just added by one. But anyways, I just wanted to show you like the kind of potential you have with little amounts of money when you're leverage trading. Let's say you put in 5 to 10 grand, you're leverage trading 200x. Keep in mind, not a lot of these tokens you could do that. There's a few that you could only go up to 75x, 50x, 30x. We'll just assume it was 200x, right? Now you're able to leverage trade with only 5 to 10 grand and have a portfolio like if you had the power of trading with $1 million. So how do you think you'll be able to move the market? Well, you'll be able to move it, pump it, and dump it very quick now, right? Well, now let's say we have a group of friends, people, let's say everybody that's watching, right? And I would go ahead and say, which I wouldn't say, but let's say we were like a whale group, we would all get together and we'd be like, hey guys, we're going to go ahead and pump in, 5,000 leverage trade 75x or 200x into this token. Let's go. I'll go ahead and short it. And now you have your $1 million that you had leverage trading yourself. Now you have a group of 20 to 30 whales doing this all together. So what do you think the market's, what do you think is going to happen in the market? Well, the market's going to be manipulated to the way that you kind of want to. A lot of people say crypto's not manipulated. In my opinion, I think it's super manipulated as well. I think there's a lot of things going on, especially with these meme tokens. There's, I know 50 to 60% dumps, 80% dumps are normal, but sometimes they just seem way too out of the line. Like, for example, on this, I could be wrong, but I don't think Pepe 2.0 devs sold a lot because they were making money from the buy and sell tax of 1%. That's what I think their money was being made. But when you look at projects such as Hoppy, let's say, for example, like, this tells me there is an insider trading going on that was causing this pump, this dump, this pump to go ahead and get more people excited. Then they dumped it. Then they get more people excited with the fake out, and then they dump it. That to me looks like it's probably team tokens or some sort of insider trading going where they're all pushing the project to one direction. But to me, for example, this looks like probably team tokens being sold. Let's say, for example, another token that I would say that it's pretty skeptical in my end. Let's say, for example, Link 2.0, right? this. Like, how do you pump? I know they got listed on Satya Pro or some shit like that. I don't even know what it is. I've been looking into it, but anyways, it doesn't matter, right? It pumps this much, and then it just all of a sudden crashes down to 80%. Like, these are the 80% dumps are normal, right? But you also need a recovery phase. So far, it's only been red. This token's probably already dead, right? Only with 143 holders, whatever the case is. What I'm saying is that there's no way a massive whale with only a liquidity of $21,000 causes dump to pretty much have the project be dead. Can the project recover? Yes. But what I'm trying to say is that with a lot of these tokens, and it is not just meme tokens, right? A lot of these altcoins as well too. You start to go ahead and see a pattern where like it just straight dumps, you know, and you don't want to ever just see that. You want to see some recovery. You want to see some interest of buying. You want to see some interest of selling. Like, to me, this looks like a healthy chart. You know, it pumps about 400%, which is a 4x, then it dumps, you know, about 70%, and then it does another pump about 100, and then it dumps another 80%. That's normal / healthy, if you want to call it, in the meme coin space. But what is not normal, it's when it either goes up forever or it just casually dumps out of nowhere with no massive news going on. Like, for example, Bold, right? This is a very healthy correction. 70%. You're gonna be like, dude, you're freaking tripping. How is this a healthy correction? Well, because this token pumped over 9,000% from what it looks like from right where I'm calculating. It pumped up to 9,000%, right? So obviously there's gonna be some people selling. Now you have all the influencers pumping the tokens. So by the time you and I are hearing about this project, we're buying in possibly right here at the top. And what happens now is that now the project pumps even higher, because if you jumped in, let's say even in the middle, right here, let's say you jumped in right here, you don't have much time to go ahead and react to where the top might be, right? Because this could literally, realistically, still could have been pumping another extra 3 days. But usually with these meme tokens, we start to realize that it usually only pumps 1 or 2 days before the project dies, or sometimes even 1 day. And usually 2 days, it's like, wow, dude, it really made it towards the 3rd day. Like, that's how crazy this space is, right? So how do you really make money in these meme tokens? Well, it's just 2 ways. You get into the projects like the PEPE 2.0s that really do push you with a real narrative, or you get into projects where they go based off hype and people actually do go ahead and decide to buy. Like right now, for example, Bolt 2.0, right? I did mention that to me, I was going to go ahead and wait for this reversal to go ahead and hit this bottom. So far, it has hit this bottom, but based on how the crypto market's looking, there could be still a possibility that we could actually go ahead and lose that support and go down a lot lower. So that's when you go ahead and ask yourself, like, how much am I willing to go ahead and put in, and how much am I willing to go ahead and lose, right? So the biggest thing for me personally, is especially because we are not in a bull run, and that's what you got to go ahead and consider, right? Right now you might be like, damn, dude, like all the tokens that I'm jumping into are like L's, right? Because that's how kind of I feel. But I would say that probably like some of the projects, I know probably like 60 or 50% of the projects, I know some money will be made. If not, we'll be able to break even. And I think a lot of these projects might be still around during the bull market. And if they are, obviously, you know, that $100 might turn into 5-10 grand. It's very doable. But because we are in a bear market, these tokens are a lot more volatile, right? If we were in a bull run, Bull 2.0 would probably already be over 50 million market cap. That's during a bull run. So for me personally, based on what we're seeing in the market, and I haven't even really looked into BTC or any of the news, so we're going to look at that together. But anyways, let's go ahead and read the questions, man. I could go on for hours talking about this. Okay, DubX pulling lots of other coins too. Well deserved, but always come full circle. Invest in coins building. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I even heard about DubX, which is the Dubai coin. I didn't jump in, and honestly, I'm probably not going to jump in now. I'm not saying that you shouldn't jump in. I think it might have been this one, right? If I'm not mistaken, because it just launched about a day ago. I mean, I don't think it could be this one because it only has a total liquidity of about 5,000. Dub X. I was looking at it this morning, but I'm like, this one, unless it was deployed about 10 days ago, right? I mean, this could be it too. We're just gonna go ahead and save that. And I was actually gonna go ahead and jump into this Dubai coin, right? But what I'm trying to say overall is that a lot of these tokens that we jump into, they're gonna be losers, and a lot of them, maybe one of them might be winners. Let's go ahead and see what Steven is saying. I'm just touching grass, trying to gym a little and relax. Let some market time pass in the meantime. TikTok. Yeah, I agree, Steven. I agree. And I'm assuming you're probably from Beep, right? Nice. I like that project. Beep's really, really good project. Really, really great project. Where's it at? Team's very active. You know, I think they have one of the strongest communities I've come across. Honestly, I think the Beep team is, and the Beep community is a lot stronger than the PEPE 2.0 community, unfortunately, as bad as that sounds. And I say unfortunately because, you know, Beep hasn't hit that market cap that PEPE 2.0 has, but Beep is still holding on, dude, and that's the massive respect, you know. And I've been saying that, like, I want to see if we're able to go ahead and hold this. I'm kind of almost crossing my fingers, not trying to be a dick, but I'm crossing my fingers that we do go ahead and get rejected here, so I could go ahead and buy this bottom. Because looking at this bottom, this would be a very nice pump to the upside, which is about a 9x, right? But what I'm saying is that what the team is doing with Beep, the time and energy they're putting, it's quite crazy, honestly. And the fact that they have no buy and sell tax, I really do hope that I would have wished they did have a buy and sell tax, honestly, because if they did, I really do hope the team is getting paid. And obviously we need the team to get paid, right? Because that's the way you run a business, is like trying to run a business without having employees, or having employees and without paying them, right? Like, how long are these people going to be motivated for? But based on my analysis, what I'm assuming is that probably the Beep team either has two of these things. They either have one, they're investing their own money into all of this, knowing that it will soon pay off, or two, they're already pretty wealthy themselves and they already made a lot of money, that this is like for them just they just enjoy building, you know. And that could be the case as well. So it's only one of those two, because they have really big partnerships, you know. They have a partnership with BitBoy, so to go ahead and have that, you know, collaboration, I'm sure the team's already probably well known behind the scenes. I'm assuming. I don't know. If you know, go ahead and clarify that. But to me personally, when I see no buy and sell tax, it gets me sometimes a little sketchy of the project, because that usually tells me they have team tokens. But knowing how the Beep team is in community, like, this doesn't look like manipulation in the market. And I could be wrong, you know, it could be, but in my opinion, I don't think so. This is a healthy, you know, pump. It only pumped about an 11x, and let's say if you measure it from the top, it's currently down about 83%, which is healthy in the meme coin space, as bad as that sounds, right? But yeah, very strong community. Hey, what's up, Tillery? Enjoy work, bro. Enjoy work. Don't especially if you're working on a job that requires your full attention. Definitely go ahead and pay attention, bro. I don't want you getting hurt or any of that. So, but I appreciate you for tuning in. I did use your beats, like I was telling the rest of everybody. We will be putting more of the background music and all that too as well. But yeah, guys, come on, go ahead and comment down below. Share some love. Market seems a little dead, right? Market seems a little dead. For me personally, I kind of go in with what Steven is saying, you know, touching some grass. Go ahead and hit the gym. Go ahead and find a new hobby. Do something, you know. Right now, it's all about building your bags. Like, what can you be doing, right? Like I mentioned, for me personally, this is because I'm full disclosure, right? And I probably shouldn't be fully disclosure, because not a lot of people in this space do it that way. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to be waiting for PEPE 2.0, because I went off topic. I was supposed to talk about PEPE 2.0, and I went into this whole deep rabbit hole talking about market manipulation and all this. But it kind of plays off with what I'm going to be saying here now, right? With PEPE 2.0. So currently right now sitting at a liquidity of 669, total volume of 173,000, which is okay. It's not the best. We've seen bigger numbers, right? And a total market cap of 4,000,000.69. Like, it doesn't surprise me, but it does surprise me, because I never thought we were going to go below 8 million. But what does that tell you? We don't have a strong community. Pepe 2.0 doesn't have a strong community, and there's a lot of paper hands, and there's people that do not believe in this token. And most importantly, out of all this, we don't have a strong community. Unfortunately, Pepe 2.0 does not have a strong community. They're only there when you're making money, when it's going green, when it's being pushed, but they're not there when it's in the red. You know, but we are seeing a lot of buying action, but it's more selling, you know, and I think it's going to go lower. I think we're going to hit this area of what I said. We're going to gain a zero, and obviously I'm going to buy more, but I'm not going to buy any right now, and I could be wrong. I could miss out on this opportunity. I could actually go ahead and wait, and this thing can pump, but I super duper highly doubt it at this point. I really doubt it. We are at 4.69 million market cap. Probably by the time this video officially airs and more people watch it, or more FUD comes out, whatever the case is, more people are going to sell, causing the market cap going down to probably 2 million. 2 million. I don't think we'll go below 1 million at this point. I mean, I said that with 8. I didn't think 8 million was possible, but unfortunately, it was possible, right? Like I said, I'm not holding the big bag. Only probably like a couple $100, not much. I'm pouring up some water right now. Hold on. Yeah, but either way, at the end of the day, I'm still pretty bullish with Pepe 2.0 because I do believe it's here to stay, in my opinion. And I think a lot of what's being caused right now with Pepe 2.0 dump, it's market manipulation, not from the developers. I don't think it's from the developers. I could be wrong. It could be the developers, but I don't think so, because why would you build something and then destroy it so fast, right? Because you got to keep in mind, you make money off the buy and sell tax of 1%. So the developers were making a boatload of money when we were at 95 million market cap, like probably over 30 grand a day, or a minute, or an hour. It doesn't matter. They were making a boatload of money. They were making a lot of money. They were making millions. I can tell you that. They were making almost millions a day type of deal when we were at the 95 million market cap. So if I was a developer, for me personally, obviously I would want my project to pump up higher, because that's the way the team and I make money, right? So I don't think it's developers. I could be wrong. Seeing this weakness in Pepe 2.0, and the weakness is the community. The community is too weak. Literally a lot of paper hands. We're going to continue to dump, and I do think 1 million market cap, it's even possible. And if we do, I mean, it's going to be a buying opportunity for you and I, right? Because once it does dump, I'm going to be buying not that much, honestly, because it's at this point super risky, super risky. But I still believe that during this bull run, or mini bull run, because I do think it's going to probably happen mid-August, or towards the end of August, early September, because that's usually when the meme market kind of starts pumping, crypto starts pumping a little bit more, and I think a lot of people are then going to be FOMOing in, and then that's when you go ahead and rinse and repeat the pattern, right? So this is the time that it makes you the strongest. In my opinion, just go ahead and stack up some cash. With a lot of these tokens, you see 37%, 29%. You know, repo from the beginning was already a red flag, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw in like $40, because even with $40, as little as it sounds, if the project is going to pump, that $40 is going to turn into a couple grand or a couple $100. And moving forward, I would rather risk $40 and make $300 to $600 off of 4 projects, instead of going all in one, and then either losing 90% of my bag on that one project, or only making $200 with a high risk, you know? So I'm kind of switching up the strategy. I mean, look at repo, dude. I mean, one day, like, what else do I have to say? You know, all the influencers that were pushing this project, we all know who they were, we all know who they are, and you kind of see the clear lines that every time they go ahead and pump, it's always right here. And guess what? You and I are probably buying them, and then we end up right here with another shit token. Another shit token. That's what we end up doing. We end up buying the tops, and then they make fun of us to go ahead and start it off. They make fun of us buying the tops and, you know, selling the bottoms. Why? Because they're probably in when the token launches. You know, maybe they're part of the team of the token, and now they're exit liquidity on all of us, right? So yeah, by the way, new partnership with Dubby Energy. It's kind of like G Fuel, so go ahead and make sure to use my link down below. I think you could go ahead and head over to Dubby.gg. The code is to go ahead and get 10% off PEPE2, because I'm still bullish on Pepe. And I know a lot of you are probably watching this because of Pepe, so I thought it would be pretty nice to go ahead and put in the code PEPE2. So right now I'm trying the Beach and Peach. So pretty much what this is, it's kind of like a Red Bull, if you want to call it. It's a Red Bull, but it gives you no jitters. It gives you none of that. I'm like very crazy on caffeine. I love caffeine. This is the way I go through my day. This is the way I go through the streams. Let me go ahead and mute the mic because I don't want to make all this noise with the shaker, but yeah, so we are actually going to go ahead and talk about BTC. BTC, honestly, man, there isn't much. Realistically, there isn't much. Like I posted on Twitter, I ended up shorting Bitcoin. We're gonna go ahead and let the drink sit down for a while because I put in a lot of ice. But right now with BTC as well, it's pretty much doing nothing, a whole lot of nothing. I was shorting it, then it pumps, and then it dumps, and it's just full-on crypto BS that you have to deal with, right? We're going to go ahead and talk about Bitcoin right now, but looking at all the projects overall, even with X.com, so far it's broken that support that we've been talking about. Currently right now we're at the third support. We broke the first one, we broke the second one, and now we're at the third one, right? Am I bearish with this token? Currently not, but I really do want to go ahead and see where the reaction of the market follows up. It does seem like some buying opportunities going on right now, or a lot of buying action going. But if you go ahead and do take a look at our support area that we did put up, I do believe there's a possibility that we could go ahead and bounce up to the top. And like I mentioned, a lot of these patterns are very, very noticeable, right? It's a head and shoulders pattern. I believe it's going to happen. I could be right, I could be wrong, but I think I might be right. I think this might be happening, head and shoulders pattern. If we do go ahead and respect the support, we're going to go ahead and pump. Then we're going to go ahead and dump again another 80%. Then we're going to go ahead and pump another 50-60%, and then pretty much by here the project is dead. That's really the reality of it. That's why moving forward I will be changing my trading strategy. Like I said, right now I'm not being too hard on myself because the market overall is total shit. It's bad. It's very hard to predict it right now. Even with Bitcoin TA, it's very undecisive. We don't know overall what the market's going to go ahead and do. So right now moving forward, I'm going to be on the sideline. I won't probably buy too many meme coins at the moment unless, I don't know. I don't think I will. I always say I'm done buying, and next thing you know, like I look at other projects. But no, I'm not buying any tokens right now. I think I'm okay where I'm at. If I lose my bag, that's fine. I lost everything. It is what it is. If they play out to be good, I'll make a couple $100, maybe a couple grand. Who knows? If that does play out, well, that's going to be a nice return, right? But I'm not. What is the word? I had it right here, right in my head. I'm not depending on this income, is what I'm saying. I'm not depending on these bags. Like if they go to zero, it is what it is. We go on to the next project. We go on to the next Pepe 2.0. We go on to the next XCOM. We go on to the next one, right? That's all it is. You just go on, take the L, move forward, and that's it. You can't go ahead and cross your fingers that these tokens might go up. They could, but just go on with the mentality that they don't. Go ahead and pick up new activities. Do whatever it takes. I don't even want to go with all these projects because it's literally the same shit. The one that I could go ahead and tell you that I'm very, very excited for is the fact that X.com, I'm going to call it XCOM, ended up blocking their liquidity for 3 months. Additionally, I told you my big warning was that they were being unlocked for 1 month. So that's some good news. And then we actually go ahead and head over to X token, the first one that we jumped into. They did actually lock their liquidity up for, it says 99.92 years. I did mention that it could even be as low as $100 that it could be locking up for that long. But it says 90% of liquidity. I'm going with whatever this liquidity lock says. I'm going to go with it. So that's what they say. That's what she said, right? So let's see what it's doing actually right now. I did kind of mention a head and shoulders pattern looked like it was forming on this one like this. And it's playing out so far. It doesn't really take a rocket scientist to know where TA is going to go. I just want to go ahead and be honest with everybody. You guys could go ahead and do this on your own, and this is kind of the reason why I do these streams, is because I want every one of you to go ahead and recognize these patterns. You know, it's more of a pattern thing. Sometimes they're respected, sometimes they're not, but look at this. It's a head and shoulders pattern. Like, what other information do you need to know where this project's heading? It's going to just consolidate a couple months, couple days, a week. I don't know. I don't know. With meme coins, you can't predict it. With crypto, you can't predict it. With this whole entire economy, you really can't predict the exact date, you know? Michael Saylor ended up buying what? Bitcoin at like 50, 60 grand, and look where Bitcoin's at right now. It even went as low as 17,000. Even the people that have the money don't even know when the top is or the bottom, you know? You just have to either do two things, either dollar cost average, or you just become a swing trader or a day trader where you just buy in and buy out. And if the stock or crypto goes to shit, well, at least you made some money, right? So right now, we're going to go ahead and see. I kind of respected the areas that we talked about. I did say a head and shoulders pattern was forming, so we're probably just going to go ahead and see some consolidation before we could go ahead and break this top right here. And then we could go ahead and be a little bit more bullish, but I'm just going to keep it very simple on that. Right now, it's more of a waiting game. It's getting rid of all the desperate people that want to go ahead and make money now. A lot of people are going to lose money during this time. So right now, I would just recommend you, like Steven said, go out, touch some grass, spend some time with the family, spend some time with some friends. I think that's the most important thing. You know, call people you haven't talked to, say hi. You just never know what people are going through, but yeah, I mean, look at Gary, man. Look at Gary. Like, this is a total shit show too as well. Super bullish in this project. Unfortunately, it looks like another head and shoulders pattern forming right there. See? It's kind of almost the same thing. We really don't need to go into more details. Projects are all shit right now. But what we are going to talk about, because Tillery even mentioned, you know, he said, what is going on with Bitcoin? Because there's something going on with Bitcoin that is causing all these shit coins to dump 80 to 90%. As I said the last week and a half ago, I'm not saying here, I told you so. I'm just here telling you, this is the reason why you should have been extra careful when I started mentioning these warnings. And people were getting mad because I was fighting these projects. It's like, no, I was just giving you my personal opinion. I could be right, I could be wrong, but it looks like I was right. And I'm not saying that I'm always right. I'm probably more wrong than right. But once you actually start looking at this, like a lot of times, like I do, like I look at this every day, every second, every minute, it starts to become very repetitive. Like you could almost predict what people or things are going to react, what they're going to do, what you could expect. And it doesn't mean that you're going to become a super amazing trader. It just means you're going to become a more logical and educated trader. You're going to know when to buy and you're going to know when to sell. And the only reason why I know so much with some of these projects that I was able to call the bottom or call the tops, or you know, call when the project is going to be dumping, is because of the experience of getting in these markets and being in these markets when they were green and when they were red. So with that being said, why is crypto going down? Well, I did mention that we had a major warning looking at the DXY, which is the US dollar index, that indicates the strength of the dollar, how the economy is doing, or how the economy is reacting. We all know the US market and all the markets all around the world are not doing too well because of inflation. You know, we have inflation is a big problem that is causing everything to go up. Not enough jobs are being out in the market. People are being replaced by technology such as AI. So a lot of these things are going on, right? We all know that. If you're alive, if you're here at this moment, knowing what's going on, you should be aware of what's going on in the market overall. Not just the crypto market, not just the stock market, but the overall financial market, unfortunately, impacts the crypto market a lot. For example, the US market has a lot of influence into every other market. Why? I don't know. It sucks, right? Because what does crypto have to do with the US market? Nothing really, but it does. And what that means is that when investors are not going to jump into crypto or anything that's very volatile when the economy overall is not giving up good signs to begin with. Right now, the markets are not going to be jumping into a lot riskier assets when it's not performing well. So what are they doing? They're jumping into the stock market. It looks like the stock market is doing decent right now. Not making any major moves, is doing okay. So what does that mean? Usually when the market begins, the stock market, once the stock market finds its top, and they're like, you know what, we're done pumping the stock market. We made all of our money. We're good. There's really no way of pushing this. Now let's go ahead and make all that money. Let's go ahead and move all that money that we made. Let's move it into a different asset class, which could be cryptocurrency, usually the case. So it goes on from one asset to another. Less risky, a lot riskier. Bitcoin right now is super risky. Stock market is not as risky. It's been putting up new gains literally almost every day, and Bitcoin has been lagging behind that. So let's look at the DXY before we start looking at anything else, because there is a huge correlation behind this, and it's very important. So what am I trying to say in simplest form? We need to go ahead and hope the dollar hits this area of resistance, which could be the 102 area or even as high as the 103 area. I personally think we could be getting rejected right here at the 102 unless we get more additional strength to go ahead and push to the upside. We could go ahead and see the dollar hit as high as 103.58 before seeing that area of rejection. So I think personally that we're going to get rejected right here. I don't know. I think that's what I'm just going based off on due to the fact that it's making... So usually the way it works, so you can go ahead and see that we're in a downtrend, is when we never hit these areas of resistance anymore. For example, check that. Got rejected, bounced to the bottom, tried to recover, made it halfway. Got rejected, try to recover, and then this is usually the area that, in my opinion, bounces back to the downside. So usually when you see these markets going slightly up is because they're trying to push it to the upside and then it gets rejected. Can the dollar just bounce up to 105? Yes, it could. I highly doubt it based on what we just talked about. The market does not look good overall. The US market is struggling. Inflation will continue to go up. We don't want the dollar to go up to begin with. We want the dollar to go down. We need the US dollar to crash in order for crypto to moon. We need the US economy to crash. I'm not going to say to zero, but we needed to go ahead and crash in order for Bitcoin to go up. So what we need to go ahead and see the dollar do is get rejected right here. I want to use something better, man. I don't like that. Okay, we're going to use... I'm clicking on brush and it's just giving me like a pencil or something. Why? Okay, we're going to do this. 3. Okay, so we need the dollar to get rejected here, go down here, and when it goes down here, Bitcoin will go up. Simplest format ever. Without making it too complicated for a lot of you. Most of you probably don't care, honestly, but you should, because if you did understand what I've been saying, this sell-off will not be surprising you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. But everybody that has been subscribed to the channel, it is not surprised with what the market is doing. Why? Because we've been talking about this since the last 2 weeks. We've been talking about these areas, and you and I knew what was going to be happening. So we are not surprised. So let's go ahead and look at the S&P. So they say that the S&P moves along with crypto. For example, if the S&P goes up, Bitcoin goes up. If the S&P goes down, Bitcoin goes down. So it kind of does that same thing, right? But so far, if you go ahead and take a look at what the S&P index has been doing, it looks like right now we are having a rebound. So if we could go ahead and get that rebound, we will be seeing Bitcoin react very, very, very nicely. But if you even see, look at the stock market. Like if you are not invested in the stock market, I've been out of the stock market for a while. I might consider actually jumping in probably soon. I don't know. But look at this. While Bitcoin hasn't really done anything, the market, the stock market, the U.S. stock market has just continued to go up. It just makes new highs literally every day. There's money to be made in the stock market every day. Every day, the stock market is going down, up, while Bitcoin is going down. So until we see the S&P continue to go up, which more likely we are, we will see Bitcoin go up as well. But it just so happens that when the S&P has a little sell-off, Bitcoin goes down like times 30, man. And then meme coins go down like times like 90%, and they're probably gone for forever, right? So let's go ahead and see where the S&P is heading. But so far, I do think that we could still go ahead and run up to all the way 4,825. I mean, currently right now we are at a strong area of resistance, which is the 4641. We're coming towards that. But realistically, based on what we're seeing in the movement, I think we could actually go ahead and break above that. So overall, that's on the weekly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. The daily does look like we will be having that rebound. So let's go ahead and see how the market reacts. But what we pretty much need is we need to go ahead and have everybody that is making money on the stock market move their money over to cryptocurrencies. And then that's when crypto will go up. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is like the back end stuff of Bitcoin. Now let's go, or the crypto market. This is like the real financial news, what I was talking about, the DXY and the what is it called, the S&P. I preferably prefer the DXY. That gives me more information of the overall financial market. So for me personally, what I like to use is I like to look at the DXY, what the dollar index is doing, and then I head over to Bitcoin, and then we could go ahead and base our analysis on Bitcoin straight to what we learned from the DXY. So I do want to go ahead and mention that these lines were just random, okay? None of these lines were like, I just did them just to go ahead and draw them out, right? But I did mention that we need Bitcoin to go ahead and break above this area of resistance. So far, we've been getting rejected for the last couple of days. Literally since, let's go ahead and see, since July 24th, we've literally been touching this area back and forth. So why is the market down? Well, to start off, volume's down. Volume is down. There's not much action in the market. To keep it very simple, all we need is to go ahead and break this. And me personally, this is what I think is going to happen. This is what I think. I don't know. I could be right. I could be wrong. But what I think, we're going to go ahead and break above it. We're going to go ahead and pump possibly down, up to $30,000. And in my opinion, I think we're going to dump to 27,000. That's what I think. It's solely my opinion, and that is only based on the DXY continuing to go up. Like I said, this is the daily chart. We could go ahead and see Bitcoin break above $30,000. Does that mean that we are bullish? No, because we could go ahead, and a very strong area of resistance around right now would be the $30,000, to be exact, 30,501, based on what I'm doing, right? Or 30,555 if you want to be exact. That's what I think is a strong area of resistance. I think we're going to pump there, and then we're going to dump all the way down to the next area of support, which is around $27,000. I could be wrong, and then from $27,000 obviously is going to be $25,000, which I've been talking about for quite a while. And that's what we don't want to see. We don't want to see Bitcoin do none of that. Why? Because the meme coins that we are invested in probably going to be dead by then if we do see this. Is it always the case? No, we could go ahead and definitely see meme coins react very well. But right now, because we are still in a bear market, we need Bitcoin to go ahead and show some strength, because after the stock market money moves into Bitcoin, From Bitcoin, it moves to Ethereum, and from Ethereum, it moves to all the meme coins / altcoins. And that's pretty much like the most simplest way I could really put it down to. Obviously, the more technical ways are what I'm saying, but all we really need to go ahead and look at is see a break above this. If we get rejected there, which we probably will, we're going to go ahead and see another bounce back to the bottom, which could be $29,000, and then we could probably retest it one more time. If we do break it, my biggest area that I want to be honest with you, with all of you, and I'm going to go ahead and read comments right now because I kind of lost track because I became super hyper focused on what we were talking about. But if we do go ahead and break above this little square or this little line, we still need to go ahead and break above this right here, which is the $30,500 area that I've been talking about. Once we break this area right here, I'm still not going to be bullish. I'm going to be bullish once we break this. This is the area that I will become extremely bullish, is once we break this. Is it possible? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen now? No. I don't think it's going to happen now. I think it's going to happen soon, when we least expect it. If we are in August, it could be probably September or October, hopefully, if there's more action in this market. We could probably even break it towards the end of August. But I think realistically, probably we could be seeing more action mid-September and early August. Wait, we are in August, right? I don't even know what days we are in, man. We are in August, sorry. August, September. So I think mid-September to early October, we should be breaking already above this $30,000 area. And I want to go ahead and see 31,868 to be exact, if I did measure it right. Or 31,911. Actually, I think it's 3,000. Let me go ahead and check, man. Okay, there you go. Let's see. 31. Oh, I could also just go ahead and click on that. Okay, so 31,875 with 47 cents is what I want to see get broken above to go ahead and confirm that we are in a bullish bull run. And just to go ahead and be transparent, we're not going to be in a full-on bull run. I think, in my opinion, we could have some bullish momentum, but I don't think we are in a bull run yet, and we're not near a bull run yet. But we are, if you zoom out, we are at a very, 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 very critical area of resistance. This is a very strong resistance area. Look at this. Look at that. We are at a very strong area of resistance. What have I been talking about the last couple days, the last couple months? I mentioned to everybody that we are, in my opinion, at a cup and handle pattern. Look at that. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. Will it happen? I don't know. We need to go ahead and wait. Usually when I call out these cup and handle patterns, all of you know as well too, they're usually bullish. They're usually bullish patterns if they do get broken above that area of resistance. So far, it is playing that area. Not because we are forming this pattern doesn't mean we're going to go up. Sometimes it could be a fake out, but in my opinion, short term, I'm bearish on Bitcoin. Long term, I'm extremely bullish. And even if we go ahead and see that area that I've been talking about, see, look, zooming out makes you feel more comfortable. You're like, oh shit, like this is playing out perfectly as I imagine. Literally, as I imagine, it's playing out. We could even go as low as $27,000 and still be bullish. And once we go down to $27,000, I will definitely be placing a leverage trade on Bitcoin, because I do see once we break below, or we break down to $27,000, I do see us breaking above. I think we can touch $38,000 very easy. Very, very easy. I think $38,000 is very possible. Once we break that $38,000 area, guys, I'm going to be super, super excited. Why? Because once we break this area, look, I think this is the next area of resistance. It's going to be around this area right here. And we're just gonna go ahead and color it a different color, just to let's do it pink with, there you go. Let's do that, right? And we're gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna answer questions right now. We're gonna go ahead and do, we need a rocket or something. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a cup and handle pattern. There you go, see? That's what they call it, a cup and handle pattern, because it's like a shape of a cup with a little handle. So I think this is a cup and handle pattern forming on a daily, which I've been talking about for the past, I think 2 months. 2 months I've been talking about this pattern, and it looks like this pattern is finally forming, and it is going our way. All we have to do is be patient. Look at that. Cup, handle. I think we're going to go ahead and dump down to 27,000. And then we're going to go ahead and take off, because there's going to be a lot of bullish news. The dollar is going to be going down. This is the reason why I'm bullish. The dollar is going to be going down by the time we break to $27,000. The dollar is going to be coming down, which will be causing Bitcoin to go up. Now we have that, we've broken that strong area of resistance. As you could tell, this has been a strong area of support, and support becomes a resistance. Back in 2021, touched it right there, touched it multiple times before it bounced up, and then we finally ended up losing that support, causing the dump all the way down. So this area that we're at, this yellow square, is a very, very, very important area to go ahead and see where Bitcoin is heading. Obviously, if we get rejected, it's, I don't want to say it's over, but I think Bitcoin, people are saying 17,000 is very doable. I think maybe 19,000, but I don't know. It's not going to look good. It's not going to look good for meme coins. It's not going to look good for anything, right? But I really, really highly doubt that, because of the dollar. The US dollar, it's not going to continue to go up. We need to go ahead and see the US dollar take a hit. We need the US dollar to go ahead and take a dump on the economy in order for Bitcoin to continue to go up. And once we see the dollar take a small dip, Bitcoin's going to go around 27,000. Can it not dip down below 27,000? Yes. We can literally just, instead of what I'm saying right here, instead of doing that, there's a possibility too, which I doubt, but it could be possible, that we just go like this, we go like this, we hold this support, and we bounce. It's still bullish, but honestly, I would rather see it go down to 27,000, because think about it. Imagine running up a hill, right? You're going down a hill, it's very easy. You come down very fast. But let's say coming up a hill is going to take a lot of energy to go up that hill. You're drinking a lot of water, you're drinking a lot of energy drinks, whatever the case is, right? You finally get to the top of the hill and you're like, snap, like, now I got to do a little bit more. So now you're taking a rest, right? And now you're like, I'm back to energy. I could go ahead and push a little bit further. Now you're pushing up a lot further. But in order for you to go ahead and push even further and get to the top of this mountain, you need to recover. And that might take you a few days to recover, right? And you're like, you know what? I'm going to go to sleep for a couple of days. Let's say you go to sleep for 3-4 days, a week, whatever the case is. You hydrate, you eat good, you have carbs. You're like, dude, I'm ready to run this and take it to the moon. So now you're running up the next mountain, which is right here. And in my opinion, I think that's the most healthiest thing to go ahead and see. If you want to go ahead and see Bitcoin go up even further, we need Bitcoin to go ahead and go down to 27,000, because if we do go ahead and go down to 27,000, it's going to allow more people to get in, which is now going to go ahead and cause a higher pump. Once we hit this area, guys, trust me, once we hit this area right here and we break above this resistance of the $31,000, a lot of people are going to be FOMOing in. They're going to be panicking. They're like, I gotta buy Bitcoin, I gotta buy it now, which is now going to cause the market to go up. Then you have people getting shorting Bitcoin, thinking Bitcoin is going to go to zero, which we all know it's not going to happen, but you still have people out there that believe that. And now you have the crazies thinking that Bitcoin is going to go down to zero, which is not the case. So what's going to happen? So once we see this little pump go up, now you're going to be seeing shorts getting, what is it called? I forgot the term, man. I literally had it in the top of my head. I forgot, man. But you understand the point. Shorts are going to go ahead and get destroyed. And in order for shorts to go ahead and liquidated, there you go. So shorts are going to get liquidated, I think, right here. Look, if we do go ahead and see this pump, I think shorts are going to get liquidated right here. I think shorts are going to start to get liquidated around that area. So when shorts get liquidated around this area right here, guess what's going to happen? It's going to cause Bitcoin to go up higher, which is now going to be breaking that area of the $39,000 to $41,000 area. Obviously, not financial advice, solely my opinion. Always do your own research, but we're going to leave these drawings here. So when we come back, we actually have some data to look at, and then we decide what actually really happened. I could be wrong. I could be right. I'm pretty confident with my analysis. I could tell you that. I'm pretty confident, and not with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's, you can't really decide, man. You really can't decide what's going to happen to Bitcoin. But what I could tell you is that the US market is in a total shit show right now. And the dollar is only going to get weaker as time goes on. A stronger dollar, it is not a good sign. If you live in the US, I know a lot of my viewers live in the US, you do not want a stronger dollar, because a stronger dollar means the cost of everything's going up even higher because of inflation and all of that, right? A weaker dollar is going to make your dollar a lot stronger in the US. Does a stronger dollar mean that it's better using it in a different country? Yes, of course. But if you are transacting with the US dollar in the US, a higher dollar is not a good sign. That means there's more inflation. That means you have to pay for double the things. You have to pay for double a hot dog. You have to pay double for a hotel. You have to pay double for gas. You have to pay double for rent. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? So if you live in the US, you do not want the dollar to go up higher. You want to go down lower. Why? Because a weaker dollar means real estate is going to be for sale. Stocks is going to be for sale. Houses are going to be, well, I just said real estate, right? Cars are going to be for sale. All these stuff are going to be heavily discounted, right? And that's what we need the U.S. market to do. The U.S. market does not look good. They're talking about, we saw the FOMC meeting. They don't know how to handle inflation. They don't really know what to do. And you really do expect the people to like be confident about what is going on with the market? No, you can't. The only thing you can look at is look at the US dollar, the DXY. Look at this. Once we get rejected down to 95, you and I are going to be making a lot of money. We're going to be making a boatload of money. Might be like buying new houses, new cars, might be living in a different country, wherever all of you live now, because we are educated of what is going on with the financial market. See, a lot of people could go ahead and do TA on freaking meme coins. I don't just do TA on meme coins. I do TA, and I actually look at what the financial markets do, because originally I used to trade stocks, and in order to trade stocks I need to go ahead and see what the US market is doing, how it's reacting, how's inflation, how's the CPI report, how many people are employed, how many people are not employed. I do that kind of stuff because I enjoy it. I find it I'm very passionate about that, right? So what I do is that I bring that kind of skill set over to cryptocurrencies, and that's how we're able to analyze this a little bit better than your typical meme coin trader, because we're analyzing the markets overall. So enough with that said, I'm going to read the comments. Let's see. Tillery, oh no, I'm driving back to the shop. Highway, thank you for the support. Thank you, Tillery. I really appreciate you. 11,601 holders. Yeah, I wonder who that is. Thanks for the beep analysis. Thank you, Steven. You're the man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what's up with the banana and the unicorn with the black heart. The banana just makes me laugh. But anyways, what's up with BTC? Because all the coins are following. Yeah, so we just went over BTC. Steven said, yo, you're like seriously really good at reading the market. Rational, smart, finger on the pulse. Keep up the great work. I really appreciate you, Steven. Really appreciate the fact that you're able to analyze that. And for me, what makes me more excited, it's about educating every one of you, right? I want you to go ahead and be able to read these markets without having too much emotion. Yes, I love these projects. Yes, I want these projects to pump, but a lot of these influencers we follow, because I follow the same ones, and I don't have to name drop anybody. You guys know who I'm talking about. pump a lot of these meme tokens at the top, and they're probably buying in the bottom. So that's the reason why I don't believe any of the BS hype anymore. I was in a bull run before. I listened to these somewhat influencers because I thought they would never ruin their reputation over a couple $100 or even a couple grand. And you know, there's people that don't have morals. You know, people are willing to risk anything for money. You know, I'm the other way around. I'm not willing to F anybody over for money. I'd rather work hard for my money than, you know, screw anybody. And even when the channel gets bigger, I'm not looking to go ahead and use that, but some people do, you know, and it is what it is. It's live. Yeah, that's the way we go ahead and stay rational in the markets. Because prior last bull run, I was I wouldn't say I was a full-on ignorant person. I just didn't know about what was going on with the market, right? And it took me a long time to start to analyze that Bitcoin, the DXY, you know, the Fed's balance sheet, which I look at a lot very closely, you know, the Fed's balance sheet. This is what the Federal Reserve is printing in money, you know, what's going in the market. And this is the kind of boring stuff you need to go ahead and look at, right? You need to look at this. A lot of people don't care about this. I was able to predict when COVID happened, when the pandemic happened, guess what? I told everybody that exactly what is going on with the economy worldwide was going to happen. Everybody laughed at me during then. Guess who's laughing now? I am. Because I told you so. And it's not that I have to be right. It's that you have to be aware of what is going on in the world, right? You have to be educated, is my opinion. Steven said, man's all over the markets. Respect. Yeah, man, I'm probably a little all over the place. I get a little like psyched, man. When you start like talking my language, like I get excited. Like looking at the charts gets me excited. Like looking at the Federal Reserve balance sheet gets me excited. Like I must be weird, bro, but this shit excites me. Like all this shit excites me. It makes me like it gives me a burst of energy. And if you actually look at this, I don't even remember when I drew this, but I drew this back in July 2022. So it looks like I probably was looking at the markets last year, and look at what the US dollar did, man. The US dollar went as high as $114, and currently right now the market is going down. It's down about 12%. 13%, but we all know that the US dollar is not going to ever crash down to zero, right? Because it's a Ponzi scheme, you know. They just print more money. You know, once the US dollar kind of comes down, they're going to print more money. They're going to pump it back up. They're going to wait for it to crash. They're going to go ahead and pump it back up. Yo, Brody, what's up, Billy? Appreciate the support, my guy. Sammy Cup and Handy, yup. Absolute content. I'll be here much more often. I appreciate you, Steven. Really appreciate you. Like I said, I appreciate all of you for always, you know, tuning in, always stopping by. For me personally, I enjoy my content more when all of you communicate, when all of you go ahead and drop comments. For me, that makes it more entertaining. So if you guys have any more questions or concerns with the market overall, or if you want me to go ahead and do a TA on Solana, whatever the case is, I don't know, just go ahead and comment down below. Overall, I don't want to repeat myself every day because we technically are at this point, right? But to break it down, if you are still watching this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Definitely does support the channel. But overall, what I've been looking at, and this is what I'm going to give you a little alpha, right? And I wouldn't say if it's too much of an alpha, but currently right now, I need a new profile picture. I'm getting kind of tired of this guy, you know? This guy was cool, but like I think I've kind of like, I need to upgrade. So I've been looking at NFTs. I'm like, what NFT should I buy? And I kind of like these NFTs, you know, Ether Team. I think they're price very reasonable and they're very affordable, in my opinion. They're only about $300 for a profile picture, which is it sounds crazy, but you know, I mean, we buy shit coins anyway, so you guys should understand what I'm trying to say here. Like, this one looks pretty sick. Like, I definitely want something like this as a profile picture. This one's only going for $362. I low-key might do my hair like something like this. I don't know. I think the blue looks really cool. I've been thinking about that. I was like, maybe I gotta do something cool with my hair. Maybe like green would look pretty cool. I don't know, maybe red, maybe blue, I don't know, maybe purple. I don't know. I'm still debating that. But that blue hair, I kind of got inspiration when I saw this this NFT. I'm like, dude, I gotta get me some blue hair. But anyways, what I was saying is looking at these NFTs, right? And it's not really the case. What I was looking at is two of these NFTs, and it's not really like, is it gonna go up? I don't know, maybe. I'm really only going to be buying these NFTs for a better profile picture. That's all. I don't care about the price of the market. I really just want to get something that looks very cool, and I can add a new profile picture because I'm getting tired of my current one. So I'm in between getting a beans, which is about $600, or what I've been looking at, which I might low-key just save up for, is, and by what I mean low-key, I probably will, is it's a mutant ape yacht club. I don't know. I'm not sure these are a thing anymore. I'm not sure if they're cool, but I low-key think they're pretty reasonable right now. They're not too crazy high. I mean, I guess they are. $10,000 is actually kind of high. Yeah, I mean, I guess they are kind of high, right? No, but low-key, I'm debating if I should go ahead and buy a Mutant 8 Yacht Club or whatever this thing's called. Yeah, I don't even know what they're called, man. I just like them because I think, I could be wrong, I think that getting them at this price could possibly be a steal. $10,000 is not that bad. I think they were up higher a couple months ago. I don't know. I don't know how to check the market for what they were going for. This guy put it on sale for 15 ETH, whatever that is now. Probably 20, 30, 40 grand. I don't know. But I am looking at probably saving up for one of these, because with all the money that I spent on shit coins, and if I continue to spend money on, I probably could have owned one of these. Honestly. Like, realistically, I probably could have owned one of these cool looking NFTs if I would have just done that. But you got to learn from your mistakes, right? But with that being said, I think personally, I could be wrong, I think these could go as low as $5,000, and if these do go down to $5,000, I might low-key buy one. And I'm just throwing that out there for everybody because I think it might be an opportunity. I don't know, Bored Ape Yacht Clubs could probably not be a thing anymore. Next bull run, they probably could be dead. They probably could be worthless, but in my opinion, I think they might still be around because they were kind of like the ones that started everything, right? I heard that the mutants are not as rare as like the actual Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, but I probably, unless I made a boatload of money with some meme coins, I definitely will get me probably a Bored Ape, but I don't know. I think they're kind of, yeah, 30 ETH, I would not buy one, dude. Let's see how much they're at. $55,000. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I probably will. Low key, I probably will get me one of these once a bull run starts, and I have that kind of like FU money. Because realistically, think about it. Who's gonna spend 80 grand on a damn profile picture, bro? Like, how ridiculous is that? Like 80 grand, you could do so much with 80 grand. You could put that as a down payment on some property and leverage that and make more money. But like I said, to each its own. But I think, I don't know, maybe, I don't think, for me personally, I'm not at that level yet where I'll be okay spending $55,000 on one of these. Tillery said, what about CryptoPunks? Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at those. I don't feel comfortable spending $55,000 on this yet, unless if I made like $500,000 in, actually not even $500,000, man. It probably has to be like a little bit over $1 million. If I made, let's say, $1 million trading this year when the bull run starts, then I would buy one of these. And honestly, I would probably do like a giveaway too for the channel. I want to do a giveaway for NFTs, honestly. I think Tillery is the one that's kind of been inspiring me to go ahead and do that. So definitely, obviously, when the channel grows and I start to make more money, I will go ahead and raffle NFTs or shit like that. But let's go ahead and look at punks, crypto punks. And I know this video was supposed to be about what is it, Pepe 2.0, but like the market's, you know, doing its own thing, and I'm not into NFT trading. That's more of a just Big Billy. You know, he's the one who told me about all the NFTs, and I'm open for NFTs. I just don't understand them. I would just really buy them just for I would just buy them honestly just for the hype. Because that's what it is. Like in crypto, like if you have a Bored Ape Yacht Club, like you made it in crypto. You know, back in the day, it's like if you have a Lambo or a Ferrari, you made it in the world. Well, in the crypto world, if you have a crypto punk or a Bored Ape Yacht Club, you made it in the crypto world. Like for example, like this one was, the last sale was 60 grand, dude. I don't know what this number 1 means. This item can't be bought or sold due to suspicious activity. Oh, interesting. It was probably someone stole this shit. But it was for I wonder if that's how much they it's interesting. It's just a 60 ETH. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually worth 60 ETH. But it looks like probably OpenSea detected that this was a stolen NFT, and that's why they can't sell it. But let's look at another one. I don't know how much they go for. They really go for 60 ETH, bro? That's freaking insane. 150 ETH? No way. There's no way this is real. This has to be like the wrong website, right, that I'm looking at? Or the wrong actual panel? Steven said price much better, LOL. They go up and down too. Yeah. Yeah, but low key, I would feel probably more comfortable buying an NFT that's like as expensive as a mutant ape or the other one, or a punk, because they probably won't dip as much as a damn meme coin. You know, there still would be some sort of utility behind it. But look, let's go ahead and check CryptoPunks again. My question is this the one? Well, I mean, it has a blue check mark, so I'm assuming it is. Let's go ahead and click low to high, but none of these are for sale, dude. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are none of these for sale? Like, I don't see anybody making offers, or is no one selling them, is my question. Anyways, yeah, anyway, so this is the energy drink WGG. Like I said, this is the new sponsor. You could actually go ahead and use my code down below, or you could actually just head over to the website before checkout, use code PEPE2. Exactly how the ticker symbol is, not 2.0, just 2. So yeah, pretty good drinks right now. We're gonna go ahead and try that. That's what keeps me going with these streams, with these crypto videos. It's really exhausting, believe it or not. Especially the way I am, you know, I talk a lot, dude. I probably talk way too much. You're like, dude, this guy's like super annoying, but and it's crazier because I almost feel like I'm talking to myself. Oh, snappers, this tastes so good. Wow. Beach and peach. So I obviously, when I went ahead and I got this, you know, the sponsorship, they sent me over some flavored. They sent me over a package of sample flavors. This is what I'm trying to say. They sent me some samples, and I was actually gonna go ahead and buy some containers. You know, I was gonna buy the big pack. And I know I'm switching subjects. I'm just telling you because I'm not trying to just shill you this. Like, I genuinely, that tastes amazing. I tell you that. So I got these packets that you could also do yourself too, by the way. I was gonna buy this, the 150 for the 5 tub. I was gonna go all in, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and try it out. So the team actually sent me samples that you could actually buy yourself. You can even get the starter, the cup, the W cup, same thing that I have. And you could go ahead and get the little starter, only for about $17. Obviously, depending on where you live, what country you live in, whatever the case is. But this is what the standard is. It probably comes up to like $20-something with shipping. Like I said, depends where you live. Use my code PEPE2 for 10% off, and you can actually go ahead and try these out. And I'm not lying to you. I got these. I told them to send me these because I wanted to try them out. I'm not going to go ahead and promote anything I don't believe, I don't like, and I don't trust. So I got these samples, and I think I'm going to buy a couple crates. So Tillery says, yes, it's definitely real, bro. I think they started off as 200 in 2019. I just seen one sold for almost 500 ETH. What? This is insane, bro. This is insane. So like, let's go ahead and calculate how much ETH that would be. So we go over to Ethereum after that shill that I just did. Let's go ahead and click over to converter. No, wait, actually, I think you can do it right here. Yeah, it looks like we're actually gonna have to go to the converter up in the top, I think. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. I think it's this way. I want to know how much 200 ETH is. Well, actually, we could also do this easy way. We could do it like that. So for 200 ETH, bro, that's over $346,000. That could be like year's salary at a different country. That could be a house. That could be a car for some people. That could be a watch for some people. That's the kind of level I want to get, where I could spend, you know, 200 to 300 ETH on a watch. That'd be pretty exciting. Man, this is amazing. Definitely is going to go ahead and help me make the rest of the content that I have to. But anyways, it looks like we are coming towards an end. So yeah, this is crazy. Would I buy a CryptoPunk? Yes, I would buy one if I had $350,000 just sitting around. If I had $350 just sitting around, honestly, I would probably buy a watch. I'd buy like a crazy watch. That's what I would do first. I really like watches. So it's in between either one of these two, right? I might either save up to go ahead and get a mutant ape for 10 grand, or save up to get me a Rolex for 10 grand. And I mean, these are pretty cool, dude, to be honest. I mean, 11,000 though, like it's kind of crazy. I probably just don't understand NFTs. But honestly, I would really only be buying an NFT just to go ahead and get a new profile picture, because like I said, like having a yacht club or a CryptoPunk, it's more of a flex than having a Ferrari nowadays. Like if you have one of these, like you're considered cool, you know, and I kind of want to be considered cool too. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. Unless anybody has some additional questions or any concerns, go ahead and comment down below. But overall, crypto market is looking like BS. I forgot to mention too, we probably will do another video. We need to go ahead and consider talking about a strategy of what we're going to be doing moving forward, because I do actually have a couple things that I've been thinking of. Like I've been thinking of loading up on VeChain because I'm extremely bullish on VeChain. I don't know what has been actually going on with VeChain. I don't know if VeChain's even a thing, but I have been seeing their advertisements or their sponsors on the UFC ring, like with I don't know, everywhere. You know, everywhere. When you go ahead and watch UFC, you see VeChain, is what I'm trying to say. And that kind of makes it bullish in my opinion. That means that they're getting more sponsors, getting more out there. And honestly, VeChain's like a legit project, man. So yeah, we're going to be talking about actually legit projects moving forward. Not saying we can't talk about meme coins or shit coins. We are going to be talking about them, but I think we should be now doing that transition, because for me personally, like I said, I'm over leveraged on meme coins. So my goal moving forward is to go ahead and put some money to the side and throw in some money on these actual real projects that have real utility. Doesn't mean they can't dump to 80 to 90%. I just think that if we do have that altcoin season going up, we will be benefiting a lot from these tokens. And we probably won't make a lot of money. We'll probably make 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 80, 100 grand on some of these tokens each. Who knows? Obviously, the most money we're probably going to make is on the meme coins. But with that being said, I think it's very risky at the moment. So for me personally, I'm not going to be buying any cryptocurrencies at the moment until I get a sign that we should. And obviously I'll go ahead and let everybody know. But if you are still watching this video, go ahead and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, go ahead and use my MEXC link down below. Go ahead and support the channel too by purchasing some Dubby. Tastes really good. If you're not too crazy into caffeine, I would recommend you not trying this out, but it does have something very minimal. It's around 150, which is about a cup of coffee. I love coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, well, mostly caffeine, so I'm really big on that. But I like the fact that this one's only 150 and is not going to get me like all cracked out, right? So let's see what Tillery says before I end the chat. Small ones with low volume and some with decent value. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I would be probably considering buying one of these. This one looks pretty cool. It has like mushrooms and everything. 12,000. It's not bad. Like, this one's pretty cool. And I guess your rarity means something too. Well, obviously, right? But I wonder how much this was purchased for. Damn, it's already been 2 years since these things existed. That's crazy. So it looks like someone sold it for 10 ETH. So we could say that, like, let's say the top of the market was 10 ETH. And right now it hasn't dumped that much. So they were probably going for 30 grand, right? Is what I'm assuming. How do I check? Like, I'm not into NFTs, so I just don't know how to check. But how do I check, like, what the market was doing for, like, these? Like where was the top of the market? I wonder if OpenSea, or not OpenSea, Magic Eden has it. I'm gonna check Magic Eden real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Okay, so they have mutant apes right here. Yeah, low-key, none of these look pretty cool. Like, these look kind of whack. Compared to the other ones, I think the other ones look a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess this one's pretty cool. Yeah, but honestly, I really don't like these too much. But, like, let's say, for example, because I just want to go ahead and see the market value. How do I check the market value? I forgot. Activity? No. How do I check? I know there's charts for NFTs as well now too, but like, how do I know like what the all-time high was on these? There's about 20,000 mutant apes. Okay. Yeah, anyways, if you guys know what the top of the market was for mutant apes, I don't remember. I honestly, I don't remember what it was. Okay, so we could just see the price history on this one, right? Let's just say its all-time high was probably around 16 ETH, and that was back in July 30th. So we could just say, be safe to assume that they probably were up over 20 ETH, which was $36,000. So for about $10,000 to $11,000, you get about what double your investment. You get a cool picture, plus it goes up in value. To me, it's a win-win. So I don't know. I might save up for a ape, you know. But low key, I'd get something like this one. Looks sick. This one looks really cool. I don't know about the other one. I kind of don't like the other one. These look better in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, they look kind of weird to begin with, honestly. But if it goes up in value, it makes money, plus it makes you a lot cooler, I think it might be worth it, you know? So, anyways, I guess I'm just going to be in the market looking for them. In the meantime, I don't know, maybe I should start saving money now so I could go ahead and probably consider buying one of these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and carefully look at the market. If it does drop down to $5,000, I'll definitely will pull the trigger. But it looks like this one, the last sale was about 20 ETH. So I think it just depends, but it looks like probably around its all-time high was probably around 20 to 38 ETH. The thing is, this has been 2 years, so we don't know if these will ever be cool. You know, Bored Ape Yacht Clubs or Mutant Apes or whatever they're called, they might not be as cool anymore. Like this one sold for about 40 ETH its last time. So maybe it is also important to go ahead and know which one you're buying. Because for me personally, I'd buy the coolest looking one. You know, like this one sold for $72,000, and you could probably buy this shit right now for $14,000, which in my opinion, I think it's still a little bit overpriced. I wouldn't mind buying one of these if I could catch them for around $8,000 to $5,000. Then I would definitely buy me one. So even at $10,000, I think I wouldn't mind dumping $10,000 on these. But for me personally, I think $8,000 and $5,000 is very, very reasonable to go ahead and buy into, and probably catch some gains in the upside if you ever decide to sell. Right? It's kind of I wouldn't want to, compare it to real estate or gold, but it kind of is. It's kind of a digital art gold that goes up in value. Like, I wouldn't mind paying $15,000 if I know that next bull run this would be worth $300,000. Like, this one's really cool, but I just wouldn't be down to spend $15,000. $8,000, yes. $10,000, yeah. $5,000 for sure. But $15,000, yeah. I'm just, with this market condition, nah, dude, you're tripping. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video now. I really appreciate everybody. Hope you enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now, make some more additional content on my end. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for all your